was an eschaton of foreign policy. Well, for example, foreign policy might be related to the eschaton in the sense that, well, I guess maybe the easiest way to say it is, it seems to me that 1945 was the year that opened the historical era in which all of us live. And two things happened in that year. The first, chronologically, was that as the Red Army moved farther into Nazi-occupied Europe, the concentration camps and the extermination camps were open to view. And so the news of this terrible crime began to permeate the world. And for people in a Western context, this had a enormous significance, because it basically torpedoes the idea that the Enlightenment is going to save us. You know, because this idea is that science and education will cure what's wrong with the human spirit, or at least enough of what's wrong with the human spirit, that we're going to have a kind of a moral progress. But here we saw in Germany, the best educated, country, deeply, deeply permeated with both the religious and the secular ideologies of Enlightenment and modernity, comes out of this kind of crime that you would read about in the Bible, where some horrible Pharaoh tries to kill the people of God. So you have that on the one side, and then you have Hiroshima and Nagasaki later in the year, where the technology that was supposed to power this failed Enlightenment has, however, placed the weapons of ultimate destruction in the hands of people who've been revealed to be fallible and flawed, no matter how well educated or technically competent they can be. So at the same time that technological progress is moving to a new height, we're being very powerfully told that technological progress, far from being the solution to all of our problems, actually may be an engine of even deeper ones. And what that does is, for foreign policy, it forces foreign policy to deal directly with questions in a sense of ultimate good and evil, which in, I think, the world of foreign policy is kind of eschatological right there. So that Harry Truman, who's becomes vice president in an ordinary way as a machine politician from Missouri without a college education or much knowledge of the wider world, is suddenly having to make these decisions. So the eschaton has arrived for foreign policy. It's here.